With Finrun taking control of Eldar, securing the necessary rations and gear for their upcoming journey to Geldush proved to be a trivial task. He merely had to command the quartermaster of the Arcalvian army, and the necessary supplies were gathered. Garn took the opportunity to replace some of his worn armor, while Michael took an Arcalvian-made maul. Thus equipped, our heroes set forth towards Geldush. On the third day of their travels, something happened. As you travel across towards Geldush, the day feels ordinary enough. Sunlight filters through patches of scattered clouds, and the faint breeze rustles the trees around you. But then, without warning, the air grows unnaturally cold. The warmth of the season vanishes, replaced by a biting chill that gnaws at your skin. Everybody can roll perception.
All right. Oh, I got an instant success.
I have 11, but it's a crit.
Both Finrun and Garn stop you all. At first, the two of them notice something subtle. The birdsong is gone. The soft chirps of crickets, the rustle of unseen animals in the grass, everything has fallen deathly silent. The only sound now is the crunch of your boots against the earth, eerily amplified in the void. Suddenly, you hear faint whispers all around you. They are unintelligible, yet deeply unnerving, as if 1,000 voices are murmuring secrets you were never meant to hear. The whispers soon twist into malicious giggles and screams, as if some unseen force is toying with you. The stench of sulfur hits next, as though the very air has been fouled. It grows stronger with each passing moment, accompanied by the low, guttural sound of chanting. The words are alien, spoken in a language that gives you a headache. Even if you do not understand the words, their intent is unmistakable, pure malice. And then you see them. From the empty air ahead, dark fissures rip open, bleeding crimson light into the material realm. Shadows twist and coalesce within, their forms solidifying into hulking armored fighters. Strange warriors emerge, their armor blackened and jagged, like it was forged in the heart of some abyssal forge. Their helmets bear twisted visages, and their eyes glow with baleful fire. Behind them, smaller figures that dart into view, some sort of flying creatures, constantly giggling in an unsettling and malicious manner. You are utterly horrified at the sight of these creatures. Everybody loses 2 sanity points. Woohoo!
Is there any more supernatural that we can roll?
You can roll.
Yep.
Michael, you instantly know what these are.
I know what these are.
Michael has advantage on this roll. Okay, those that succeeded and those that critted, you know that in front of you somehow happened something that should not happen. Demons have manifested on the material realm. Finrun specifically knows that the demons that you are facing are Resil brutes and imps. The creatures take a moment to get their bearings, as if unsure of where they are. But this moment lasts but a few seconds, and soon gives way to a thunderous charge. The creatures want your blood.
What are these? What the heck is going on?
Our heroes were shocked at the sight of demons manifesting. The Resil brutes proved particularly difficult to defeat. Their infernal armor and their skill with the shield proved too much for our melee specialist heroes to prevail against them. It was clear that physical might would not be enough. However, if anything, our heroes are resourceful. Through clever utilizing of their spells, they managed to eventually defeat the demonic threat. It was then that Finrun, channeling his power into the See the Unseen spell, discerned the presence of hellish rifts around him. The realization struck him like a thunderbolt. The veil between the realms was growing thin. Upon vanquishing the demons, they disintegrated into some sort of substance, intriguing our heroes. The remains are demonic ash, and as soon as you kind of rub them against your fingers, even if your fingers are in gloves, you feel a familiar tingling of magic, residual traces of arcane power. You kind of assume that this could be used in some sort of rituals. You can gather around 2 kilos of this ash.
Okay, I'm gonna tell everyone we need to gather these. I plan to use them in rituals later.
Is it edible?
You can try.
It depends on how brave you are.
We need to hurry to Geldush.
Yeah, I think your friend Christoph will know more
Until
about
another
this.
branch of completely different extra-dimensional beings attacks us.
What are we getting ourselves into?
I have no idea.
Demon's phase. What's going on?
The world was a bit more sane before, and that's saying something.
Like a week ago, like everything was.
My friends, please trust me. Empty your mind, and let the one tell you what to do. Just follow his voice.
I see you have grown accustomed to emptying your mind.
Follow her.
The remainder of their journey to Geldush was uneventful. Yet upon arrival, our heroes were met with an eerie silence that blanketed the village. They approached a nearby farmhouse and peered through the window, only to be met by the terrified faces of a family of 4. While talking with them, our heroes learned that approximately 7 days prior, coinciding with their demonic encounter, the villagers had succumbed to inexplicable fits of hysteria, turning on one another and laying waste to their homes. The Voidbreakers had to intervene, pacify the crazed villagers, and impose martial law to restore order. However, chaos erupted anew just 4 days later. Our heroes went exploring the village and found themselves near the church. The Voidbreakers were gathered inside, engaged in fervent prayer and fasting, seeking divine protection for the troubled village. When our heroes finally reunited with the Voidbreakers, they told Christoph what had transpired since the last they saw each other. Christoph agreed that the demonic attack our heroes experienced happening on the same day that the villagers went berserk was too big of a coincidence. He agreed with Finran's conclusion. The veil was growing thin. Our heroes then asked for Christoph's help in dealing with the Archmage's vampiric enforcer. Christoph agreed, but predicted that he would perish during this encounter. Still, he ensured our heroes that he would see that the enforcer was defeated. When asked how exactly will he prevail against him, he merely replied that it would not be him who defeats the enforcer, but a little girl with a rose. Tharian then suggested to use the demonic ash that our heroes collected from the defeated demons for a magical ritual that would allow him to teleport himself, Christoph, and 4 other Voidbreakers to an active teleportation gate, namely the one in the ruins within Eldahar. Tharian also gave our heroes a magical focus that he previously bonded with. This magical focus allowed him to observe and listen from afar. When the moment of reckoning would finally arrive, he would then teleport alongside Christoph and the Voidbreakers. With the plan set, our heroes resolved to rest for the day before embarking on their journey back to Eldahar. Some of our heroes engaged in private discussions with Christoph and Tharian. Garn sought out Karuna and learned that she had killed 2 orcs for their insubordination. Grateful for Christoph's teaching on discipline, Garn commanded Karuna to carve a blood rune upon the rest of the orcs. Zervas, upon learning of this, availed of this opportunity. Meanwhile, Finran and Michael contemplated on Finran's magical sword. An hour later, they returned to their comrades with bowls filled with a peculiar white substance reminiscent of freshly fallen snow. Though their companions were skeptical of its origin, none could deny that it was the most exquisite food they had ever tasted. The next day, Christoph handed our heroes the wooden reliquary, the mysterious artifact known as Hope. Garn then took the opportunity to explain to Karuna what was going to happen and what he expects of her.
This is going to be a highly specific and complicated plan, and it will result in the death of the undead leader. However, you cannot lose yourself to bloodlust. You will need to follow my orders exactly if you want him to die. Understood?
My master, as long as you point me in the direction of the vampire, everything will be fine.
Nope.
Listen, what is, I might go so far as to point you in the opposite direction of the vampire, if necessary. What will you do then?
Don't ask me that question, master.
I have served you. Without question, I have made everyone else bend the knee. I have destroyed the weak. Please do not ask me this.
I will not ask you to hold yourself back unless necessary, but you cannot lose yourself in your bloodlust and ruin our highly specific plan and thus prevent the vampire from dying. Do you understand? He will die and you will have a part in it. Is that not good enough for you?
I trust you, master.
Very well. I will take that as confirmation. Hopefully that will be good enough.
I would need like 3 minutes with Christoph only,
Okay.
if possible. I mean, the others can listen to it as well, but
Yeah, sure.
I don't mind. You know,
Sure.
just
before you
interfere.
start. Okay, yeah, sure. Just before you start walking towards Eldahar. Sure.
Yeah, I would ask him. Listen, I have an idea, right? How about you give me the edict, and I hide it from the Archmage. We need to make sure he doesn't get it, right? And nobody else can benefit from it. So, like, why wouldn't I use my connections and just hide it from him?
Pimpim, while I am positive that your patron could do such a thing, I am not so positive that she wouldn't use the power stored within the artifact in a way that would bring ruin to others.
It's gonna bring ruin to others if he gets to it. Then it's gonna bring ruin to all of us. You know what's coming. We don't. We can only imagine it vaguely.
Can you live with the knowledge that if she uses it for her own nefarious reasons, you would be responsible, you and you alone,
Yes.
for the doom of so many innocents?
Yes.
He
Well, he is lost.
signals
You-
Therian to give him the edict. Therian reluctantly gives him the edict, and he hands it over to you. As a group, then you, Pimpim, have more willpower than I, for I
will.
could not bear such guilt.
I don't think that's a good idea.
Me neither.
It's a great idea, guys. Listen.
No.
Here, the guy,
No.
like the mage guy, right? What's his name? I forget. Right? He said that nobody else except the Archmage or those who are working closely with the Archmage can use the artifact.
Oh,
That's
I
not
see.
true.
Why do you believe the undead wanted it that? Just so they can have it in their possession?
Pimpin,
Yes,
that's not
Therian interjects and says, "That is true. What I said to you, Pimpin, was only under the assumption that what we possess is the totality of the information, but that isn't so." Garn raises an interesting question. Why did the undead want it if they cannot use it?
because
Oh, my
they can.
assumption. Yes.
No.
I'm almost
Anyone
certain
can
that they
use
can
it.
use it.
This is the battle between something that is above us, right? If he gets to use this, he will overpower all of them,
Who are you talking
knows?
about? You're talking and be more clear.
right? So the Archmage is gonna become basically what did you say? The extremely powerful basically like godlike.
I'm not so sure about that, Pimpim. If he possessed such power, why didn't he use it? Why did he create an edict? It doesn't make sense. I don't think this is about power. I think this is about something else.
From what
Me
we
too.
gathered, your patron is afraid of the Archmage because Archmage wants to destroy her.
Amongst others, he wants to destroy everyone.
We do not know what his plans are, but the thing is,
I expect
wants-
nothing else from the servant of the Arcalvia to now start doubting the right course.
I am only saying the things I know, and that's that he's
Okay,
willing
look.
to destroy your fey spirits,
Look,
which is evil in her own way.
yeah, but is she
I don't
more
see
evil
anything
than
with
him?
that.
Is she more evil than him?
Are we really banking on giving this power to a potentially
No.
lesser evil
Why
that
are
we
we
don't
talking
know?
about
I do
this?
not want to give this power to any of them. Period.
Okay.
Yeah,
fine.
but then again, what makes you think that she cannot use it?
Okay, look, guys, I'm just telling you. Later, it's gonna be your funeral.
We shouldn't trust this guy.
listen-
He's under the influence of Lilith.
listen,
Like,
Yeah, I don't
she
trust
literally
Lilith.
she literally sees us through his eyes. Like, you might
Yeah.
even
I'm
listen
not
to
under
him.
the influence of love.
Yeah, sure.
Oh yes, you are.
Oh, sure.
I'm sorry, Christoph. I don't think this is a good idea. I think you should keep the edict.
Yeah, don't
I
listen
think
to
the
him.
same. Yeah.
I believe whoever does not possess the power to actually use it should be the one holding it. Because all of these different forces that are acting upon this world seem to be tyrannical in their own way.
So be it.
So-
He kept the edict extended to you, but then he brings it back to him. I'm sorry, Pimpim, but the rest of your companions feel that this is not a good idea.
Look, it's gonna be their funeral.
It's gonna be yours if you continue this talk of nonsense.
Yes, it is done. It is done.
You
This
are-
discussion is over.
You say your goodbyes, and you
Yes.
start going towards Eldahar. 3 days later, another gnome female approaches you.
Okay.
Good day, miss.
Hello.
Where does she come from? Like,
You have no fucking idea.
I cast see the unseen on myself, the overcharged.
Is she
version.
pretty? Is she pretty looking? No.
Oh, she's very, very pretty.
Ooh.
I greet her with the best greeting possible.
I
Blessings
just-
of the one be upon you, child.
I push myself in front of Michael, you know, and I kind of fix my clothes and I'm like, hi.
As you say blessings of the one, she lifts her head and looks at you, Michael, with a stern look. And then she turns her gaze towards Pimpim. And then she
Oh,
says,
no.
Ah, Pimpim, finally we meet.
Hi. How
Uh,
are you doing?
who are you, miss?
Long travel?
what are you doing in the woods? Okay, this
She
is not alright.
disregards you completely and starts walking towards Pimpim.
I stand
My, you look lovely.
Oh, that's fucking Lilith.
No.
Yeah, I'm in front of Pimpim.
Yeah,
I
same,
don't care.
same.
Guys.
Pimpim,
No,
please.
Back off, okay? Back off, guys.
I hold Pimpim. You're not going anywhere. Stand here.
Is this some kind of gnome mating ritual or something?
If it is, we should get going. I do not want to see that.
Not that it is any of your business, but Pimpim has
Yeah,
work
you know
to
it.
do.
Yeah, I do.
You know what? I don't
Is
think
it-
we can save him. I think he's beyond saving at this point. Let's just let him
No
do this.
one is
No.
beyond saving. No one.
guys, you are not helping here, right? I think you should continue and let me, chat with the young lady,
I'm still holding you. Like, nope, you're not going.
I do not wish
I'm not going in.
for you to chant with Lilith's minions.
Where? Okay, so what's this? You're saying that
Oh,
all
I
the
see.
gnomes are
No,
followers of Lilith? Is that it?
no, but
No?
this one is.
Can I see anything with true vision?
What are you on about?
You don't see anything actually out of the ordinary except the rifts in the sky.
Oh, great.
You also
guys,
lose a sanity point. I'm sorry.
We're just a couple of
I know,
steps
I know.
behind you, okay? We're just a couple of steps behind you. That's fine.
And I'm a couple of steps behind you.
That's fine. Just let her breathe. Come on, guys. Like, you're crowding.
Oh
Here.
yes,
I mean-
we will breathe.
Oh my god.
What is your name?
Why do you want to know? I am here to see Pim Pim.
Exactly. Like,
And who sent you?
dude, like, you are now, like, stepping over the line here, right?
Pim
Like,
Pim,
I mean, we are asking rational questions here.
why are
Yeah.
these
Showed up in the middle of
creatures
the woods.
in our way?
I start praying to the one.
Currently, you
Loudly.
are in our way, but
she's not. Okay, guys, you.
Come on. Open your eyes.
Okay, Pim, like, think about this for a second. She showed up out of nowhere.
Yeah,
Like,
she somehow knows you as well.
exactly.
Yeah.
Somehow, like, so in love. Like, come on.
Like,
I
guys,
mean, you're not a stupid person, Pim. I mean, just put two and two together in your head. Just think about this for a second. This seems a little irrational, don't you think?
I think he's
Well,
thinking with his other head right now.
I can understand why you would think so, right? But for me, this is Michael, you claim as a paladin to witness the one's blessings on a daily basis, walking around and look, the birds are fluttering, guys, the blessing of the one or whatever. This is my blessing. Like, guys, back off.
Okay, but there's a difference. There's a difference. You see, usually those blessings are just ordinary things happening that he sees some sort of extraordinary meaning in. But this is something extremely extraordinary that everybody can see is extraordinary. You see?
Exactly. And that just shows you.
Okay, I had enough of this. Woman, tell us your name or get the fuck out of here.
What the fuck are you be shouting at her? Get out of here.
Why are we risking the mission because of...
I'm trying to
Exactly.
intimidate her, so let's
So
go.
what you're doing? What?
Intimidation.
Intimidation. I will try to protect.
Great intimidation, my friend. Great one.
His voice
Don't
breaks
roll
when
today,
he
thank
squeaks.
you.
Yeah.
He squeaks and
Yeah.
his voice breaks.
No, it's like
My rolls are fucked up today. Jesus.
Look, guys. Just give us a couple of minutes to talk, okay?
We're gonna need more than a couple of minutes, my stallion.
Yes.
Clearly you don't know Pim.
Okay.
yeah.
Save your sister. Come on, let's go. And my sister.
Yeah, but like I'm not stopping us. You are stopping us.
Oh,
Right?
you are.
here in the middle of the way. Not
No,
I
she's
said let's
stopping
go
us.
walking. Let's go
Stop.
walk, right?
Like, no.
Exactly.
No.
Like, it's fine, guys. It's fine.
Ignore the gnome, let's just move.
Exactly. Like
I'm gonna carry Pimpin, don't worry.
No.
I think we might need to restrain him at this point.
I'm still
No, guys, back off.
Can I knock him out?
Yes.
Back off.
I'm gonna knock him out cold.
Just grab
I'm sorry. I'm sorry.
Of the first attempt of you trying to get at me, I'm casting then Nether Walk.
and I'm casting counter spell.
PvP turned on.
Go for it.
You are endangering this mission, Pimpin. Do you understand this?
Before everything, I'm wrestling you, so roll me a physical contest.
Yeah, I said the first sign of aggression I'm casting a spell.
Look, guys, we're gonna resolve this, right? He's gonna try nether walking. If
Okay.
Finran can counterspell
Yeah.
it, you're all gonna grab him and knock him out cold. Finran, go.
Yeah, sure.
Okay.
Yeah, I will try to counterspell him too, obviously. Like as soon as I see
I
some
have 3
magic, like,
destiny tokens and 1 sacred destiny. He ain't getting out of here.
okay, fair enough.
In order to save his soul, The rest of the group sabotaged Pimpim's attempts to approach the female gnome, even resorting to extreme measures that were borderline torture. They chased off the female gnome, but she kept following the group at a distance. After a few days, Garn could not take it anymore. At his insistence, the rest of our heroes relented, for Garn was unable to bear the sight of Pimpim's torment. That evening, while Garn was standing watch, Pimpim came over to him to express his gratitude.
And I said, like, thanks, man.
No
I really
problem,
appreciate
man.
this. I will not forget this.
I just couldn't stand to see this anymore, man.
Yeah, I know.
It's just, I can see why they initially tied you up, but after a certain point of time, that's just horrible.
No, look, really, thank you, and I will not forget this ever.
Look, just if you want to honor your gratitude, just keep your promise.
Let's say this was happening during the night while Garn was on watch, and Pimpim kind of just, took the opportunity to talk to him alone. The female gnome snuck up behind you. She whispers to Pimpim, Finally you're free. I am so wet. We need to fuck right now.
I look at her, I just
What's up? I look at Garn, right? Is Garn doing anything about it?
I am looking at Pim almost anticipatingly. You see the expression on my face is like, I'm not gonna stop you if you wanna do this. I'm not gonna stop you if you wanna like destroy yourself right now. The others might, but I won't.
Freya, get the knife!
You are all asleep.
We are all sleeping. We can't do shit.
I'm gonna do it.
You're not my friend anymore.
You don't know what happened.
They went away. Carmen woke up and then went to switch with Garn and obviously noticed that Pimpim is not in his bedroll.
Yeah, I'm gonna tell her what happened. I don't even have the energy to do anything about it anymore. I'm just
so
gonna
Carmen,
be like,
you know
Freya.
that your best friend forever, Pimpim, is somewhere with the gnome lady.
Where did he go? Which direction?
I don't know. If he's back, he's back. If he's not, he's not.
Okay, listen, wake somebody else. I'm gonna go find him.
Who's after Freya?
It would be Zervus, and then he's the last one. Then it's gonna be morning.
Okay, can I find them?
Yeah, give me a perception check.
Yeah, I'm gonna go. I'm
have
gonna
both,
wake
right?
up Zervus then, and I'm gonna explain everything to him too, and then I'm gonna go to sleep.
Like,
Can't I hear them?
That's why you're rolling perception. Yes, you kind of hear them faintly in the distance.
Yes.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I try to run to catch up to Freya.
More so when you get closer.
Yeah.
Oh, now nobody's guarding.
Before you even
What
see the two of them, Freya. Before you even see the two of them, you as you approach them, you hear the sounds of intimacy.
Okay, so tell me, what's the scene?
Yeah, the scene is they're both having a very, very good time.
Okay, well, I just go kick her with my fucking foot. You stupid piece of shit. I told you once, and I said, and I also tell to Pimpim that he is also a horrible person, and that I will never trust him again. And yeah, I don't know if I have my dagger. Do I even want to dagger her? Like, that's a good question.
I come with a greatsword, so. Greatsword.
Philip, you see two gnomes interrupted in the act by Freya. You lose a sanity
I
point.
grabbed her by the throat. Even though, like, I just grabbed her by the throat and lift her up.
I'm not gonna stand by and look at this. Just like that.
I come to you, Pimpim, like, stop.
No, I body slammed her on the ground, and I think that's enough for her. Is she conscious?
She's horny,
Yes
not
or no?
really paying much attention to you and kind of looking at Pimpim like, are you gonna stand for this or?
No, I just like literally tell Pimpim that he hurt my feelings and that he is not a trustworthy person and that he no longer has a friend in me. That's it. And walk back.
Your childhood friend has abandoned you, Pimpim.
Friend? Yeah.
You lose 4 sanity points.
Me?
No,
No.
Pimpim.
Pimpim.
Oh, you lose 2 because you're devastated because
Yeah.
he betrayed you.
Man.
Yeah.
This is not-
Okay.
After this event, Pimpim did not speak too much with his companions, opting instead to keep the company of the female gnome. He spent 2 more nights in her embrace before the group reached Eldahar. Once our heroes reached Eldahar, they saw that the veil had become thin around this area as well, and the demons were already slaughtering the villagers. Tharian and Kristoff immediately teleported to them. This dire new development meant that their previous plan was rendered futile. Our heroes rushed towards the magical ruins. Inside, they found the Enforcer battling demons. Kristoff charged at him, while our companions went to save the terrified children. Just before leaving the ruins, they saw the Enforcer ripping the helmet off from Kristoff, but there was nothing underneath except an unsettling void instead of flesh. As they descended the stone stairway, a violent explosion erupted from the depths of the ruins, sending shockwaves that knocked our heroes off their feet.
What the fuck?
The force of the explosion pushes you from the stairs, and you all, as you're going, you know that how it looks. You kind of drop down.
I'm trying to protect the kids with me.
Some of you get
Yeah.
banged, and the sky turns black.
Uh-oh.
The world around you twists and shatters like fragile glass.
It has begun.
In an instant, the familiar buildings of Eldahar are ripped away, leaving you suspended in a black, formless void. There is no sensation of falling, yet your stomach churns as though you are plummeting into an endless abyss. You hit solid ground. The impact is jarring and disorienting. The air is thick and choking, reeking of sulfur, blood, and sweat. Your lungs burn with each breath, as if the atmosphere itself resents your presence. As your senses begin to return, you realize that you are no longer together. Each of you finds yourself isolated, stranded on cracked, blood-stained ground. Around you, jagged obsidian spires jut up like teeth from a beast's maw, glowing faintly with fiery veins of molten energy. The sky above is a swirling storm of ash and flame, blotting out any semblance of light or hope. You feel alone, truly alone, as if you had been abandoned by a friend or a benevolent guardian whose absence, even if you had never met them, you now lament. You lose all destiny tokens. You cannot regain any destiny tokens. Michael and Finran, this sense of abandonment strikes the two of you harder than the rest. You also lose a sanity point. The screams hit you next. They are everywhere and nowhere, echoing endlessly, as if the entire realm itself is alive and in agony. Some are high-pitched wails, others guttural howls of despair, and all of them seem to dig into your mind, fraying your nerves with every passing second. Everybody loses 2 sanity points.
Welcome to hell, motherfucker!
You can see each other now, though separated by a short distance. The distortion in the air makes it feel far greater. Shadows dance unnaturally between you, obscuring your vision, and the oppressive heat presses down like a physical weight. But you are not alone. You sense the presence of something malevolent around you. You cannot see it, but you feel it. Fear grips your hearts. Is this the end?
Do I see Finron over there?
I
Yes.
wave to you guys and shout,
Yeah,
yo,
I wave to
guys.
Finron.
I'm gonna teleport right here, so that I'm not on top of the fucking wall.
I yell.
Why
I
would you
yell-
place me on top of a wall?
So you can see better.
I don't want to.
Yeah, dude, I'm definitely not standing on the middle of the fucking bridge.
It's a rickety fucking bridge.
Also,
Group up.
guard, there's a huge fucking dragon skeleton right over there.
I am
Guys,
immediately
there's a
interested in the dragon
passage.
skeleton.
There's a passage to your right. Try to come to us.
Yes.
Yes, we need to reunite first. Hold on.
Yeah.
Okay, at that moment, enemies manifest around you. That's
Okay.
it. That's all the free actions that you had.
We had buffs, right? We were able to
Yeah.
buff up before.
Yes.
Oh
That's
boy.
obvious.
Lore Supernatural.
Yeah.
They did their movement. They're gonna do their actions now. You can roll Lore Supernatural to know exactly what kind of specific demon the hell this is. Garn, you recognize these demons as Judai.
Oh my god.
You shout to the rest of your companions, steal your minds. They can possess your bodies.
Everybody who is within 20 meters from me has advantage on mental checks and saves.
Soul burn on you. This one. Soul burn on you. Soul burn
Okay.
on you. Soul burn on you. These two are gonna try possess the two of you. This one you. This one you.
Okay.
I am so sorry, my friend.
The battle against the Judai was a harrowing ordeal, one that left both physical and mental scars on our heroes. The demonic spirits known as Judai proved difficult to overcome. Being spectral creatures, they are completely immune to physical damage, which made Freya completely useless during this fight. Her aim was true, but her arrows simply passed through the spirits. Though Finrin, Pimpim and Michael fought valiantly and managed to defeat some of the spirits, the situation became even worse when Zervos and Garn became possessed by the spirits and turned against their allies. Finrin, Pimpim, Freya and Michael faced a grim decision. Could they incapacitate their possessed friends, or would the bonds of fellowship be severed by a final desperate blow? Then, just as hope began to wane, the tide shifted. Through means none of them could yet comprehend, the demonic spirit's hold on Zervos and Garn was shattered. As that happened, the rest of our heroes noticed that the artifact reliquary, known as Hope, was also transported with them and is located nearby.
One moment, two of your former companions tried to kill you. The next, they regained their senses and started yelling for help.
Can I roll insight if this is lying?
Their demeanor has drastically changed. You don't need to roll insight. They truly seem to be free from the spirits that possessed them just a moment ago.
I do not dispel my spell.
There is no reason for you to do that.
I'm gonna go this way as well. I'm not gonna try to phase walk as well.
And we're like, we cannot pass because he did not disrupt the spell.
I'm gonna yell in their direction. Hey! We're not possessed anymore.
Drop the spell.
They clearly don't believe us. I'm guard. I hate all demons. Fuck him.
That's
Fuck
something
them all.
Damon would say.
That's more than Pimpin ever said for the fate.
I could tell you I love angels or something, but then that would be extremely suspicious. It's me, okay?
Okay. Would the demon say this? Praise be the one, Michael.
Yo, Pimpin, lift the spell. They're back.
Are you sure, guys?
Yeah.
Yes.
Can I fake it and they not knowing it?
No, they're gonna see it on the ground if you remove it or not. It's obvious.
And then I do it. Fuck.
Okay,
I would
Pimpin
send-
removes the spell.
I would send them on the round trip.
I'm ready to smite
Look,
just in case.
hell,
Pimpin,
this was,
they're trying to circle us.
No, we are not. I'm gonna move to Zeros and I'm gonna ask him, did you say the dwarf too?
You mean the child? Yes.
Yes, the child. The one with the
And
rose.
did she offer you the rose? She offered you a rose as well?
Yes, I think she saved us somehow.
As you
I
approach,
have no idea what is
as you
happening.
approach the artifact, you can somehow feel her presence within.
She is connected to this artifact somehow.
Well, you do remember Christoph saying something about a child will destroy.
Yes,
The
a child with
By
rose.
handing him a rose.
And we
Yeah.
have been handed the rose, and
But
literally
we
have
were
been
not
saved.
destroyed.
Interesting.
I think the
I believe
spirits
the
were
spirits
destroyed.
within us have been destroyed by the rose.
Whatever
That
this
is
artifact possesses, there is a spirit that's helping us right now.
Yeah. Do
Yes,
we
it's
still
full.
have memories from when we were possessed?
Oh yeah, yeah. Oh no, you remember everything. It's just you lost control of your body.
Yeah.
Okay.
I'm
So-
just gonna turn to Finron and go, okay, good job counterspelling me.
So you were saying
That
who was the
that
most
was good.
powerful mage?
Please do
mage?
not start that conversation right now. If those spirits return, you might regret it.
Okay, guys, we're focused on the wrong thing here.
Yes, clearly. Okay, where are we?
Exactly.
Okay,
Where the
Infernal-
We
fuck
are in
we?
hell. We are in hell. That is the only explanation.
Amazing.
Seems to be.
I just turned to the artifact and I asked, show me what to do. Please help us.
There is no response. The
Let's
artifact
push it
clearly
into this.
does not work like that.
I don't
I
think
don't
she
push
can
it into
communicate
this
to
game.
us directly. She is just using what power she can to channel it here or something of that sort. That is my
I
assumption.
don't think we can do anything with these chains right about now.
Let's push the artifact
Yes.
into this
What's
change.
here?
Let's not do that. This artifact is clearly the only
Yeah.
one thing we have, one chance we have of making our way out of here. So let's keep it with us and
Yeah,
not risk it.
What's here? What's here?
You see awkward looking demonic doors. You try to push them, but they are locked.
Is that a keyhole?
Probably.
There is a keyhole for them.
Ah, okay. Is there a lore supernatural thing about
Dude,
this
no.
specific thing? Probably not. This is just- Okay,
I can
okay.
tell that this is no special door.
If we survive, there will be a lore.
What way can we go?
Well, the only way is down there, where we
yes,
came
we have
from.
to go down.
I
There was a
guess.
skull of a giant dragon somewhere. I need to go there.
This seems like a possible way as well, but oh well.
I try to get the artifact to come with us.
The artifact follows.
Oh, good.
Good.
Okay, stick together. So we are going here to see what's with the dead-ass dragon over there.
Okay, in the distance, through the shimmering waves of heat and ash, something massive catches your eyes. The bones of an enormous dragon. Its skeletal frame is chained to the hellish ground. The ground around the bones glows faintly with an unnatural orange light. The skull rests low, as though watching you. Even in death, its presence is overwhelming.
Oh my god.
Is that thing even alive?
Yes, it's chained to this place. Its soul, I mean.
Yes,
It
probably.
seems like it.
Suddenly, a voice intrudes upon your minds. It
Oh,
is
no.
deep and resonant, like the grinding of ancient stone. It commands an authority that makes your blood run cold. You are not of this realm. I can smell the stench of mortality upon you, fragile and fleeting. Come to me, mortals. I may offer you a way to leave this cursed domain for a price. The moment the voice fades, you feel a strange pull towards the massive skeletal remains, urging you forward like a predator
Yep.
enticing its prey.
I am going to carefully go
Do not
there. It is a dragon,
follow it.
so
The
Do not
victim is not
follow
going
it.
carefully at all.
I'm sorry,
Him,
but
him.
Garn is going to go towards the dragon.
Exactly.
Oh my god.
It's
him as well.
Garn is not going to ignore the dragon. That's just not gonna happen.
Exactly. Come on, dude. It's a fucking dragon.
The stench of sulfur and decay grows thicker, mingling with the oppressive heat of the lava fields. The empty eye sockets of the dragon's skull ignite with an unnatural crimson light, casting a baleful glow over the area. A deep, resonant voice echoes directly into your minds. filling the void with a presence that cannot be ignored. It is ancient, commanding and filled with unbearable weight of regret and power. Mortals, you now find yourself in the presence of Ashvaldir, once known as the Stormborn, now known as the Chained. Long ago I sought immortality, spurning the embrace of the Archangel of Death. Through rites most foul, I cheated his grasp, but such defiance carries its price. The crimson light in the skull's sockets flares as the voice grows heavier, carrying the weight of ages and unspeakable suffering. In my hubris, I bound my fate to the archdemon Abaddon, and thus I am cursed to serve his will. This realm, like countless others, is but one of his infernal outposts from which he plots to destroy everything. And here I remain, chained in both body and spirit, for I did not meet the expectations of the archdemon of hatred. The skeletal remains seem to shift, though the chains binding them to the molten ground remain strong, crackling with infernal energy. The voice softens slightly, but its authority is undiminished. Mortals, your presence here intrigues me. I sense your defiance, your desire to escape. Perhaps our goals align. Sever my chains, free me from this endless torment, and I shall aid you. Even in this state, I wield the fragment of the power that made the rulers of old tremble. With my guidance, you may yet leave this cursed realm alive. The glow in Ashvaldir's sockets dims momentarily, his voice dropping to a low, ominous tone. But know this: to free me is to draw the gaze of Abaddon himself. Such an act will brand you as enemies of the archdemon of hatred. What do you do?
Can I roll insight to see if anything that he said was?
I want to do that as well.
You can all roll, but you don't have to.
Okay.
Even the voice that's resonating in your heads, even if it is spoken with authority, there is a significant dose of regret in it. It seems sincere.
Where do we press the button?
I mean, every demon is my enemy.
But catching the gaze of the archdemon will literally make us priority targets number one.
Then you leave and I will do it.
Look,
I'm all up for helping this dragon over here, because we do require help right now.
You have already proven that you enjoy situations where people are tied down, right? Or creatures.
Yes.
So, like, you know...
only the horny ones, and I tap him on the shoulder.
That's why you will die a virgin.
So I'm just gonna go ahead and say, look, the pursuit of immortality is a foolish one, but what has happened here should not be allowed to continue happening.
I agree.
I believe we need to free this creature, even if it does draw the gaze of every conceivable demon in every realm. It is simply the right thing to do.
Exactly.
So how do we free you, dragon? I asked him that in Draconic.
Okay. The crimson light in Ashvaldir's hollow sockets flares once more as his voice reverberates in your minds, tinged with a cruel amusement and faint weariness. So, you chose to aid me. Wise, or perhaps foolish. Time will tell. The skeleton dragon shifts slightly, the massive chains creaking ominously as it continues. Listen carefully, mortals. Turn back the way you came, retracing your steps until you reach a jagged edge overlooking the smoldering depths. From there, look to your right, and you will see it. A vile contraption of infernal steel, adorned with wicked spikes and etched with unholy runes. This is no mere contraption. It is a ritual device, one meant to strip the flesh from the living and prepare their souls for conscription into the countless ranks of the damned. The glow intensifies, and you feel a faint pulse of energy ripple outward from the ancient dragon's bones. Under normal circumstances, you would need to submit yourself to its cruel mechanism to pass through to the deeper layers of this realm. But I am still Asvaldir. Some fragments of my power remain, and I shall wield them for your benefit. When you reach the infernal cage, I will still its vile hunger for a brief time, allowing you safe passage. The chains binding the dragon rattle slightly, and his tone grows colder, harsher. On the other side, however, your trials will only begin. There, you will find the Ifreti, demonic spellcasters. They are led by Skjorn the Baleful, a creature of considerable power and unrelenting cruelty. You must face him and his kin in battle, and take from Skjorn the amulet he wears. This trinket, though infernal in origin, is the key to passing through the infernal chains that guard the deeper sections of this realm, barriers that no mortal could pass otherwise. Bring me the amulet, and I will transform it into a relic that will allow you to slip through the infernal chains bearing your path. Do this, and your way forward will become clear. But beware, mortals. Scorn will not part with his prize easily, and your success will draw even more attention from the powers that govern this accursed domain. The glow in Asvaldir's eyes dims once more, but the oppressive presence of his gaze lingers. Now go. Your time here grows short, and every moment spent delays your chance at freedom. Do not fail me.
Wow. Destiny talking to the GM. That's an amazing lore and questline there.
Okay. You mentioned the Ifreti. Could you tell us more about them? If we're going to face them, we need to know their strengths, their weaknesses, what they're going to do.
You are a wise one, little one. To seek knowledge is to succeed. The Ifreti were once powerful spellcasters in life, but their burning desire for power has led them on a path that has damned them for all eternity. Though they have lost the magical abilities that they once wielded, they possess new ones. They are powerful indeed. You will not be able to defeat them with spells. They are immune to them.
Ooh. Okay. So that is useful to know.
Fire will not touch them. But they are vulnerable to cold damage. If you're able to enchant your weapons with such an element, it would prove highly useful in the upcoming fight.
What about acid?
It can work.
Good.
So long as it isn't magic.
Be wary of their special ability. They are able to reflect damage back to its source. This ability is limited, but powerful.
Oh boy. Findra, your burial will be useful.
I see.
Yeah. As
This is
will my
useful.
cold blade.
Well, they are immune to spells, so I will not attempt to use magic against them. But I will still use magic to support the rest of you.
Good. Exactly what we need.
Yes.
Okay. You reach this contraption, and as you reach it, you hear the dragon's voice inside you. Quickly, quickly now.
Oh boy.
As the dragon says that, the contraption opens.
We charge it.
You charge in, And as you charge, you see numerous burning humanoids looking at you with hatred and malice in their eyes.